Good afternoon and welcome to this episode of John's Motorcycle Rescue and Review. And it is time for a 1982 Suzuki GS750E project update. I've been really busy trying to clean up the cosmetics of the bike. Specifically, the engine covers were all quite corroded. And so I have been working to polish out these engine cases, remove the clear coat from them, and then also once they were polished up, I removed the old emblem here and I put on a new Suzuki Emblem. This is actually the correct one for the bike, and I'm going to do that on both sides. Both of the old ones were just crappy, and they're not very expensive through Suzuki, so I just bought some new ones. And that's just, I'm super happy with the way that is looking. Really looking nice. The polish came out nice. And I've just been using some buffing wheels on a drill and some Mother's aluminum mag polish, and just working at it. It's taken a while. Aluminum polishing sucks, but the end result is really nice. I've also just been detailing even some of these parts with just a fresh coat of paint. They aren't perfect, but they look a lot better than they did previously, and the paint will protect it from rusting. I have a lot of parts pulled off of the side here, and I am refinishing those or cleaning them up as they need. And I've got that on both sides. I finally got my parts for the carburetors, so I have put my pilot jets in and reinstalled the carburetor, so those are ready to go. So it's getting ready to get back on the road here in a day or so. Really all I need to do now is reinstall the gas tank and the seat, and I could take it for a ride. I have also replaced the Suzuki master cylinder. It had an aftermarket part on there previously and really not very good brake performance, so I put a 1999 Suzuki Bandit 1200 master cylinder on here and bled that out. I've got it all hooked up, so we'll see how the brakes do. I also cleaned the brake calipers and pads and rotors, so I think my braking performance should be improved. And I've gotten the original clutch perch here from Suzuki and put that on. And what this does, it actually has a lot more travel than the aftermarket part that was on it, and this should allow the clutch to, when I have it all the way in, actually fully disengage. When I have it all the way out, fully engage. And the aftermarket part didn't stick out as far, and so it was either not disengaged fully when you were shifting, or it was not engaged fully and was letting the clutch slip. So this is an improvement, actually, going back to the stock part. It does have a new clutch cable on it already. My MGO Magna wide bar is on there, and I have a temporary mirror set up. I did put the new grips on as well. So this side of the bike, as you can see, I've started polishing this engine cover out, and it's there. It needs another round of polishing. It still has some haze and such, so I'll finish polishing it first before installing the emblem. This one I have not started on. It's tucked in here. The nice thing is on this bike, I pull this bolt and I can just take this whole thing off. And what I'll do is I'll actually polish this guy off the bike, so I'm not because I can get it off the bike, I'm not in as much of a hurry to do that. I noticed that my kickstand switch is non-existent, so I need to order one of those from Suzuki. And again, it's just a matter of, I've taken parts off here and refinished them, and I'll start reinstalling them here shortly. But the bike is, I think I've got it to the point where it's pretty solid mechanically. I'll probably go ahead and change the fork seals yet. It still seems like, especially the one on the right, is leaking pretty significantly. But just while I had it apart, it's always nice to get the cosmetics done at the same time. That way I'm not putting the bike together and taking it apart repeatedly. So I may, depending on how everything turns out, I may actually have the bike professionally repainted, the bodywork. I think if the rest of the bike turns out as nicely as I'm hoping it will, that it'll really be worth it, and it'll be, just make it a really pretty nice machine. It'll never be, I'm not really super concerned about putting it back to 100% all original, full stock, concours quality, but I do like to make my bikes really look nice and perform nice. And, you know, that way it's, you know, kind of pride in ownership. So this is a little bit of a boring update, but there we are. And sometimes it's just in the details and just staying at it, hitting the boring things. It's not all glamorous. It's a lot of sometimes restoring a bike or refreshing a bike. It's just a lot of small details and dirty work that if you keep at it and are consistent with it, you'll end up with a really nice product. And that's what I'm hoping here. When I did ride the bike, it does seem like the bones are there to really have a very nice, relatively low mileage runner, and that's really what I'm shooting for. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will keep you updated on this project. All right, have a great day.